Local from Flywheel makes it easy to import live, production, or staging sites into local. You can simply drag and drop a backup of your site into local, and voila, you have a local install of your site. If you use Flywheel hosting, you can also connect to Flywheel to pull directly from your live site into local. Exporting and cloning is just as easy. Simply right-click on your local site and clone or export. Let's take a look at each of these processes a little more fully in case you get stuck along the way. Let's look first at importing a site. To import a site, you need a backup of it. You could get that via a plugin or your hosting provider, and that should give you all of your files along with your SQL database backup. Now, if you want to do it manually, technically all you need is your SQL database backup and your WP content folder with your plugins, themes, uploads, etc. I have mine zipped right here, so either one, a full backup or a manual one, will work. Once you have that, simply drag and drop it into local. We could set our site name as well as some advanced options, and then continue for the setup. The next step is going to be choosing our server configuration. I recommend the preferred version. However, if you have custom server configurations that you know you need to match, you could set those up as well. Once that's done, click import and you will have your new site imported and up and running. Now, along the way, you might need to type in some user credentials because this is doing some low-level configuration, but there we have it. Our site is now imported and set up, and we could go directly to our admin or to view the site. This process is even simpler if you host with Flywheel hosting. If that's the case, you can come into Connect to Flywheel, click to connect your account, and then pull down any sites that you don't have locally. You're allowed the same options to customize how it's set up. And then with just a click, it will start downloading. Like always, we may have to enter in some user credentials here, but there we have it, our new site imported directly from Flywheel. If in the future we need to get an updated version to pull down, we could simply do that by hovering over and clicking this Pull from Flywheel button in the bottom right corner. Next up, let's look at how to clone a site. This can be helpful if we want to add a different feature or just create a branch or just create a duplicate copy of it for some other reason, spinning up a new site, whatever it may be. All we have to do is right click and clone, and that's it. It'll take a few moments to spin up, but once it does, you have a complete copy of that site ready to go. As always, we may need to add in some user credentials along the way, but that's it. We now have a copy of the site. Simple as that. Right click, clone. Now that just leaves us with the last step, which is looking at exporting. To do this, we simply right click and click on export. We can exclude any certain types of files, but probably you won't need to change this at all, and you could just select where you want it to be exported to. Once it completes that process, you'll have a complete backup or export of your site to be used elsewhere. And if we were to open that up on our computer and come into the app folder, public, we would see that we have a backup of the database as well as all the folders and files. So there we have it, a variety of ways to import, export, and clone sites in local. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now go out and create.